members of the European Union, and I am politically responsible for competitiveness and economic growth in Malta. Just to get an idea of my portfolio, I'm in charge of maritime policy, the promotion of financial services, information and communication strategy, and the digital economy. When my government mandated a team to draft a national strategy for a digital economy, the direction that we provided was clear. The strategy had to address the needs of a modern country that, despite its physical diminutive size, has great ambitions and potential to grow beyond its boundaries. We envisage Malta as a country which actively contributes as an EU member state and as an important player in the area of ICT at an international level. For all intents and purposes, Malta became considered as an average-sized European city, but with the complexities of a nation. It is strategically positioned between Europe and Africa. Considering this, where would be better to testbed innovative and smart policies, technologies, processes, and methods which interconnect a city, or better still, a whole nation, and possibly beyond. This is well recognized and acknowledged by big blue chip companies which are greatly interested in establishing a presence in Malta and actively participating in our future development. The Digital Malta Strategy 2014-2020 was launched by the Prime Minister of Malta in May 2014. It provides policy direction to address the challenges and maximize the opportunities of the global digital economy and the European digital agenda, digital single market, and the innovative union. It is serving as an enabler for my government to implement its political agenda. The strategy has designed to foster a strong, competitive ICT-enabled and export-oriented industry able to flourish locally and compete globally. It will also propel ICT further in sustaining business and innovation, contributing to economic growth and ultimately to a better quality of life for our citizens. The strategy builds on three strategic pillars. Digital business. We will uphold the utilization of ICT across all business domains, as this is the only way we can ensure that all businesses, including SMEs, can make the next step forward to achieve bigger success. The strategy directs specific actions that focus on areas where ICT industries can flourish and grow further, such as by investing resources to cultivate an entrepreneurial mindset which will allow for the launch of more ICT startups and young high-growth ventures which exploit digital technologies. We wish to attract further foreign investment with the objective of transforming Malta into an ICT regional hub. We want to facilitate business, sustainability, and growth and exploit emergent economic opportunities. The issue of the digital citizen. The citizens' needs are central to the strategy. We want all citizens to benefit from the opportunities that ICT can offer. We are giving better access to technology and connectivity, fostering more trust in the digital world, and helping citizens in learning more how they can benefit the most from the use of digital technologies. We are providing every citizen with the right tools to balance work with family commitments, pursue leisure and lifelong learning, and remain active within the community. Technology is so diverse that we can also use it to preserve, enhance, and promote Maltese culture and identity. We need to harness the potential of ICT and use it to overcome social, health, and age vulnerabilities and disabilities. We also need to remove any barriers that stop citizens from exploiting the benefits of the Internet. The digital government. We have among the best e-government services in Europe, but their use is still limited. We are taking measures to increase the uptake of online services, enhance citizen and business participation, and interaction with the public administration. Online government services will resolve around the customer's needs and not the other way around. We will make online services easier to use and accessible through mobile devices. We will look into the coupling technology with business process re-engineering more attentively when we are rethinking and designing services. Information systems within the public administration will have a higher level of interoperability between, both at a Malta level as well as across the European Union. We are taking measures to implement and benefit from data sharing, reuse of public sector information and other practices such as one face to government, one login, service personalization, and us only once. These three pillars are supported by three horizontal enablers, being regulation and legislation, infrastructure, and human capital. Digital Malta is a multi-dimensional and multi-sectorial, addressing important segments such as education, health, justice, transport, tourism, and social policy, as well as areas of smart specialization as identified in the National Research and Innovation Strategy 2020, including maritime services, aviation, and aerospace, high-value adding manufacturing, climate change adaptation, and aquaculture. The Digital Malta strategy is a long-term policy-level strategy, which is supported by a program of initiatives drafted on a yearly basis. I will now mention a few examples of the projects we are currently working on. Implementing solutions for a more open government so that citizens and businesses can have closer interaction with the public administration. These include an e-participation portal and a one-stop shop for citizens, which will enable visits to local centers and easier access to public services through different channels, such as face-to-face point of preference, web-enabled services, and an extended hours call center. Another point is using dynamic energy simulators to design effective policies and energy-efficient measures which are consistent with the Maltese climate. We're also implementing spatial data in relation to water resources management. Another point is executing a stronger push towards data sharing within the public administration and making public sector non-confidential and non-personal data available for use through an open data portal which will enable economic growth and innovation. Another point is creating an environment for a policy of mobile by default and developing innovative ICT and mobile solution which addresses specific pain points relating to diverse areas such as planning and building permits, heritage and tourism, education, amongst the foremost areas. We're also developing educational games to make science subjects more appealing to students and to teach Maltese heritage, information security, energy-saving measures, and the like. These digital games target different audiences, including specific ones such as dyslexic children, to take an example. We're also promoting initiatives to increase the level of entrepreneurship, including setting up of various innovation hubs which provide support to startups to experiment and take their innovative ideas to market. We're also launching various new online services, including at the Courts of Justice to facilitate and expedite courts processes with information made available online, removing the need to be physically present at the law courts. We're also drafting a cloud computing strategy for use at a national and at the governmental level. This will help us evolve and improve the current catalogue of services and to develop and deliver the next wave of ICT services. We're also realizing various software initiatives for creating the jobs for the future, reducing the gap in ICT skills between supply and demand for resources, and increasing the level of knowledge and usage of ICTs amongst different sectors of the population. These initiatives target students at different levels, elderly, unemployed, and other vulnerable groups. Other initiatives are also pursuing vulnerable enterprises and other organizations where the use of ICTs can be improved. We're also licensing a new regime to render Malta attractive to satellite network filings and testing 5G mobile technology. We're instigating better e-commerce, particularly in areas relating to crafts industry, tourism, and hospitality. We're providing free access to wireless internet in public buildings, main squares, public spaces around our islands, as well as the public offices, as well as the public offices within the public administration. We're aiming at a free Wi-Fi state eventually. We're also piloting and evaluating the best methods to introduce tablets in the primary classrooms in order to maximize the benefits that this technology brings to teaching and learning. We are drafting a cybersecurity strategy and will be launching social media use policy frameworks within the public service. We are implementing various initiatives to educate citizens to reduce their vulnerability in cyberspace, including at #Stop Hate campaign at a national level. We are enthusiastic but realistic about what we are doing. To ensure that we are on the right track, I have set up a governance board tasked with monitoring the strategy, promoting it and addressing areas of concern. Incidentally, this board will meet next week and will be holding workshops engaging different stakeholders from government, business, and citizens. The objective of these workshops is twofold: to keep our stakeholders informed of the progress we are making, and more importantly, to listen to their ideas and feedback, which will then be incorporated in the program of initiatives for the forthcoming year. From the very beginning, we have adopted this open and participative approach, and we plan to continue with it. I am positive that our national ICT strategy is yielding results and contributing towards a strong overall national performance. This year, Standard & Poor's improved Malta's ratings, and Fitch has affirmed Malta's credit rating as A, with a stable outlook on the back of declining deficit and a strong economic performance. I'm proud to say that these rating agencies said that public finances continue to improve gradually, and they expected the deficit to fall to 1.8% this year. We're also doing very well in various sectors. In May, unemployment hit a record low, standing at 5.6%. Inbound tourists increased by 6.7% last year, and their total expenditure increased by 6.1%. Closer to home, we have ranked well and attained substantial improvement in the 2014 Digital Agenda targets, issued in 2015. More SMEs are now selling online, increasing from 10.4% in 2013 to 15.7% in 2014. The European average is 14.5%, so we are well within the European average, a bit better actually. More people are using the internet regularly, increasing from 62.2% in 2013 to 70.2%, although slightly lower than the EU average of 74.6%. More citizens are using e-government services, 40.3% compared to last year's 31.6%. The European average stands at 46%, so we are close. To conclude, I would dare say that this is our part towards Malta, prospering as a digitally enabled nation in all sectors of society. We're on the right track, and we are committed to continue to flourish into a smart nation. Thank you very much, and good day. If anyone wants to make a question concerning Malta, you feel free to do so. No questions? Good. Have a nice day again. Cheers.